Hey guys, it's the Investment Guru here. Today we are covering my top 5 crypto holdings, taking a very brief look at each project's website. I'm going to keep this video very short, but if you'd like a more in-depth analysis, let me know down below. So the first crypto I've got is Zinvin, or XDC, enterprise ready hybrid blockchain for global trade and finance. Decentralized, hybrid, interoperable, and liquid network. It's a delegated proof of stake, so it's not like Bitcoin where you have to mine it. Here's a little handy graph. So you can see first generation Bitcoin. These are transactions per second, average fee, transaction time, smart contract support. So there's no smart contract support for Bitcoin, and how much energy it produces or consumes. Sorry. So you can see if you're comparing it with XFin, it's the difference is huge. You got XFin is also smart contracts enabled, same as Ethereum. Transaction time's about 2 seconds. The fees are insanely low, and also you can get 2,000 transactions per second. So we're talking about scalability, and if you personally believe that crypto can change the world in a sense, and it's going to be everywhere, you need some of these high performing cryptocurrencies to actually take the world stage. The world's fastest and most energy efficient consensus is here. So I think a big thing going in the future will be energy efficient. There's a lot of talks about how Bitcoin is not energy efficient, but also there's two ways you can think about it. Bitcoin, they're also making a lot of innovation in regards to keeping it energy efficient because it's in their best interest to reduce costs for Bitcoin mining. So there's a double-edged sword, but yeah, as you can see, it is, I don't know, what number would that be? Nearly a millionth of the energy for one transaction compared to Bitcoin, which is pretty insane. ISO 20022, so that's a big thing. I'm really big on that because I think it's the way future for the banks. And if you, as I said, I'm not going to go through it too much, but yeah, it's a lot to do with the Swift systems. But if you'd like to know more about it and why this is going to be, change the world in a sense, or change the banks, I can do that. Just let me know down below. The XFin blockchain ecosystem at a glance. So you can see all here, if you can just see it. It sort of just gives you a neat little graph. But yeah, if you want to go check out the website yourself, the link will be in the description. XDC utility is available here, so you can stake and start using XDC. Stake XDC and set up masternodes. So the last time I checked, I think masternodes were, they were about $200,000. I'd say they've gone down a fair bit now, but still they're quite expensive. But if that's in your price range, then it's maybe something to think about. You can see the partnerships here. We've got Circle, R3, Dubai, Global Market, etc. I don't know too much about the rest, but I'm sure they're big. And you can see where they're featured in: CoinDesk, Yahoo Finance, Cointelegraph. It's got a lot of covering. There's a few videos. You're supporting wallets, Decent, Trezor, No Ledger. That's my favorite at the moment, but I'm going to get a Decent wallet as soon as I can. And yeah, that's about it. As I said, it's going to be quite brief, just to give you an overview. If we quickly just check CoinMarketCap, you can see it's up 4% on the day, but market cap is very low considering to what their plan. Global payments is also a big thing. That's why I'm so into XRP, but we'll go into that after. But you can see it's had some serious growth. It was almost as low as 0.0005. Now it's lost 2 zeros, so it's up 50x from down here. But yeah, you can see we hit to about 17 cents, back down to 2.5 cents. So there is a lot of growth there. It's nearly an 8x just to get to all-time high. And I think if we go to market cap was only, well, it was quite impressive, 2 billion, but what they're trying to tackle, it's almost a $200 billion market cap. So it gives you sort of an idea of where it can go. And that's not necessarily even the long term. It could be $1 trillion market cap in 5 to 10 years once mass adoption has happened, and that gives you an idea of sort of what price this can put the token at. So next up we got Hedera Hashgraph. There's multiple use cases, but the one big would be the smart contract side of it. You can see it's very similar in the sense, they're much faster than most other blockchains. It's carbon negative, and it's always predictable gas fees. So that's obviously, the predictable gas fees is great if you've used Ethereum. You know that they can spike. Carbon negative is great because I think that's where the world's going, and 10 times faster than blockchain. And who doesn't like a faster blockchain? You can see some massive partners: Boeing, Google, IBM, LG, etc., Ubisoft. And yeah, join a future built on trust. Hedera is the most used enterprise-grade public network for you to make your digital world exactly as it should be, yours. HBAR is the native, energy-efficient cryptocurrency of Hedera that powers the decentralized economy. Whether you're a startup or enterprise, a creator or consumer, Hedera goes beyond blockchain for developers to create the next era of fast, fair, and secure applications. So here's a nice, neat graph again. So, we went through Bitcoin before and XDC, but yeah, it's got 10,000 transactions per second, which is huge. So I think XDC from memory was 2,000. So it's 5 times the amount, which is great. Average fee, 0.0001 cent. You got the transaction confirmations, which is 3 to 5 seconds. And you've also got energy use per transaction, 0.00017. So a lot more energy efficient than Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I think it's more comparable to Ethereum as it's the smart contract side of it. Ethereum, that's pretty much what boosted its price, is because of all the NFTs and things that were built off it. So token service, create your own token or NFT. Consensus service, build directly on Hashgraph. And smart contract service, run Solidity smart contracts. So that's the main difference here, that it's not actually a blockchain that they run off, it's a Hashgraph. So it's sort of, that's their degree of difference. You can see there's a little quote by Levin Bard, who's the co-founder and chief scientist. What if anyone on Earth at any moment could just wave their hand and carve out a world of their own in cyberspace? So you can see it's a public network for everyone, fast, achieve fast, low latency transactions with guaranteed finality in seconds, not minutes or hours. Hedera is an order of magnitude faster than blockchain alternatives. Secure, deploy on the network with proven best-in-class asynchronous by Byzantine, fault-tolerant, excuse my French, security that is resistant to DDoS and cyber attacks. Fair, count on fair access, timestamps, and transaction ordering that can't be manipulated by malicious nodes. And stable, run on a reliable network governed by term-limited enterprises with no authorized forks and the ability to meet global data regulations. So here's some metrics. We've got 323,000 transactions a day, 5 seconds to finality. There's nearly 1 million accounts on the mainnet, and there's 638 per HBAR, which I'm not 100% what it means. But yeah, if you want me to look more into it, I definitely can. So you can start your own wallet, learn more, and build more. So now I just want to quickly show you the coin market cap of Hedera. It's been doing pretty well today. We've got a $1.3 billion market cap, quite high. You also want to look at how much supply is circulating. So it's about 50%, which is not too bad. Anything around the 10 to 20%, sort of be a little bit careful, because with some cryptos you can notice the market cap doesn't follow with price. So if we look here, price and market cap, yeah, you can see how market cap's gone a lot higher, but price hasn't got much higher from the last pump. That's purely because more tokens have come into circulation. So obviously this number might have been 20% back here, and now it's 40%. That's why you got to be careful with some cryptos that only have 10 or 20%, that they can go up in market cap, so a lot of money comes in, but the price doesn't go up accordingly. So anyway, we've got a high of what do we got, about 50 cents, and we're at 0.06 cents. So that's about 9x growth there. There's a great opportunity. But yeah, I think it's a project that you should do your own research on and have a good look. So next up we got Algorand. It's also an ISO 20022 compliant crypto, like I said with XTC. You can sort of go through here. You can see what they've been doing. They're an official sponsor at the FIFA World Cup. They're making a lot of moves. You can see the ecosystem: Fox Finance, ALGO Fire, LimeWire, Wallet, and Prismatic. There's not too much to report. You can see the carbon negative since 2021, and that's, once again, I'm really bullish on cryptos that are green, because I think that's where the world's going. And you can see some announcements here. FIFA announced a partnership with blockchain innovator Algorand. Hip hop artist DMC teams up with the song that owns itself to launch a new track co-owned with fans titled Million Scars, driving deeper engagement opportunities for co-ownership with fans. LimeWire selects Algorand blockchain for the relaunch of its digital collectibles marketplace. ALGO wallet is now Wallet. Lottery.com advances Project Nexus with selection of Algorand to power blockchain. So you can keep coming here. There's 10 pages of just big announcements. It's got layer 1 capabilities, smart contracts, etc. And the other thing I really like about Algorand, I've got it in my ledger, and it stakes automatically, so you don't actually have to delegate it to anyone. It's sort of just, it accrues as soon as you own it, which I think is an awesome. I haven't seen anything like it. And yeah, it's sort of, it's one of them cryptos that are fast, they're green, and you can sort of see a trend between all these cryptos that I'm showing you guys, which I think is where the future is going. So here's Algo. We've got $2.2 billion market cap, so it's ranked 28, so it's quite high. I think that's due to a lot of the partnerships and the growth it's had within its ecosystem. So we've hit a high of about $2.30. We're back down to 32 cents. So that's another 7 to 8x to its all-time high. But I think its potential is a lot higher than this market cap here. It's just a matter of when, more or less. So yeah, it's a very interesting crypto. I think like I said with HBAR and XTC, do your own research, have a look, see what you think, and yeah, if you want a more in-depth analysis, let me know down below and I can get onto it. So if you would ask me what's my favorite crypto, or what my most excited crypto would be, it would be XRP. This is Ripple's website. So if you don't know, Ripple is they basically own the most tokens. I think they own about 50% of the total supply, and they're also building on top of XRP in order to revolutionize cross-border payments. So they're currently going through a lawsuit. So this is what makes me most excited for. Although it seems negative, you don't go after the big players unless they're gonna change they're gonna change the world essentially. Why go after little guys if they can go after the big fellas that will fill their bags up basically. So it says here, business impact powered by crypto, transform the way you move, manage, and tokenize value. So if we go down, you can see all the their partners, so SBI, Bank of America, BTEC, etc. And yeah, there's a whole lot more to report on than just this introductory page. But yeah, using proven crypto and blockchain technology honed over a decade, Ripple's enterprise-grade solutions are faster, more transparent, and more cost-effective than traditional financial services. Our customers use these solutions to source crypto, facilitate instant payments, empower their treasury, engage new audiences, lower capital requirements, and drive new revenue. So you can see the main use cases here: cross-border payments, crypto liquidity, and CBDCs. I think the cross-border payments and CBDCs and CBDs especially are huge. You can see China doing it with their digital yen, and there's, I can't remember the other one. I think it was like Brazil or something that they're starting to trial with it, but you need a bridge in between these CBDCs, and basically XRP will be that neutral bridge. That's the whole idea. And as time goes on, you can see it sort of unfolding. I think it's more or less the chosen one, but yeah, without getting too tin hatty, yeah, I think there's definitely a place in the world for XRP. Yeah, so there's not too much on this. As I said, I'm trying to keep this video short. It's already blowing out pretty long. But yeah, we'll have a look at the coin market cap as well. So it's a $15 billion market cap. So even though it's in a lawsuit, it's still ranked number 8, still in the top 10. It sort of, should show you something, that there is a lot of faith in this project. It's on 1.6 million watch lists. Look at all. We can see it's extremely low compared to its all-time high, and it had massive runs here from 0.005 cents straight up to nearly 100x right here, and then we just straight up went boom, straight up to about $3. So it's gone from all the way to 0.5 cents all the way to $3. So that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, nearly a 300x, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, I think there's big things to come once the lawsuit's settled. Who knows what it will do? Maybe it will do something exactly like this again. But yeah, I think people will sell too early with XRP, because I really do see $15 billion market cap is nothing compared to the $1 trillion of capital that they're going for. So the very last crypto I'll go over, which is quite different to the other cryptos that I've showed you guys, but due to the fact that it's not a singular game, but it's more like a gaming studio such as Blizzard, I think this will be huge when it comes to the future, and play to earn gaming will be a massive thing that revolutionizes gaming as a whole. So if we quickly scroll down, we got making blockchain games you actually want to play, and I think that's important. Where blockchain games sort of will become popular is if the games are actually you want to play them. That will fix massive problems within the crypto gaming sphere. So they put fun first. We believe that blockchain should be invisible in our games. We use simple game mechanics that all players can enjoy, whether or not they consider themselves to be blockchain pros. Owned by players. So players get to truly own what they win in our games. If you earn or win a magical sword on the GALA game platform, it is yours. So you can do what you like with it. You can sell it, or you can keep it as your own. Your items and any inherited status is a variable asset on the blockchain. You can trade to another person or play within game. Community rules. We don't develop games in a vacuum. We constantly engage and test assumptions within our Discord community. We build alongside a vocal community whose input shapes the direction each game's design takes, powered by the people. Everything within the GALA Games network depends on player-owned node ecosystem. The GALA network is supported by users just like you or me, for example, who operate GALA nodes from their home computers. So there's more than 16,000 players running nodes, power our ecosystem. The decentralized GALA Games ecosystem aspires to blow the doors wide open and give players back the control they deserve. Through decentralization, players not only own their in-game assets, but they have a voice in how the GALA Games roadmap develops. Players and node owners will be enlisted via distributed voting mechanics to help determine what games should be added to the platform or what should be funded by the decentralized GALA Games ecosystem. So we've got some news here. We've got all the games. So there's about 20 games currently coming. You can play Town Crush at the moment, which is a sort of a beta test. And yeah, you've got the Flare partnership, Mazer Gaming, BitTrue, Brave, and Polygon. So Eric Schumacher is the CEO of GALA Games, and he says, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think this was literally the next phase of the internet, which I 100% agree. Everything that touches ownership is going to be affected by what's happening here. Art and music and everything that has a digital life is going to be touched by this. Anything that you thought was digital, that you thought you owned but didn't really own, that's what's about to be revolutionized. So you got some stats here. A $3 million most expensive NFT, which I think that stands, but there's over 90 members now. I think there's about 120. We've got 1.3 million active users and 26,000 NFTs sold. So we go over to the GALA token. It's ranked 84, so that's actually the lowest of all the cryptos. Actually, I think XTC was close. I think GALA is the lowest, but if we go to all, you can see that it had a huge run. So I bought into about here. I bought my first node, and we saw a massive pump, and then we saw an even bigger pump, similar to what XRP done. Not quite as huge, but it's sort of that same sort of initial bang. Massive institutions come in, buy it up, and then the FOMO buy from there. And I was luckily I bought and sold a lot of my crypto and NFTs for GALA in here, but I'm definitely looking to re-enter. With that being said, I've got probably 30,000-40,000 GALA still, but due to my I have a node that's able to keep accumulating GALA on the side for me. So even in the bear market, I don't have to buy. I can just sit aside, let the GALA node run, and it creates tokens for me. So you can see you got 500,000 on the watch list. That's pretty big considering XRP only had 2 million, and GALA has a quarter of that, and it's nowhere near rank 8. So thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, nothing said is financial advice, and always do your own research. If you have any comments or suggestions, leave them down below. I know I said this video is going to be short, which I thought it was, and I was planning to, but it seems like I talk too much, or it's just hard to condense things into a shorter time. But yeah, I tried to keep it limited, and I hope you guys appreciate that. But yeah, if there's any feedback for future videos, let me know, and I'll get onto it. Thanks.